Hey guys, I am Game Advisor, and today we'll be going over the Week 70 update for Icarus, which is called Vegetable Care Package. Now, as far as to what you're actually going to be getting in this update, we're going to be getting 2 new vegetables. These new vegetables are, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Kumara or Kumura, something like that, and Rhubarb. I'm sure I'm butchering the naming of it, I apologize, but either way, we've got 2 new vegetables, and that's what matters. Now, as far as to how we're actually going to be acquiring these new vegetables, we will have to be doing simple missions, which if you don't know, are done with the simple radar. Every time you do a simple mission, you'll get a randomly selected reward, and depending on which rewards show up, you may be able to choose to take these vegetables. At that point, you could then grow them, or you could decide to go ahead and just cook them as is. If you do cook them, you have a few different options. Your first option, which is probably going to be the most commonly used one, which is in the highest tier of crafting table, are going to be the high-end versions, which are mixed in with some other ingredients that are pretty easy to get. These are going to give you about 150 stamina each, as well as some other various buffs such as more HP, more XP, and reduced oxygen consumption. There's some other buffs in there like attack speed too, but just know the main buffs here we're looking at are going to be the big 150 stamina, which you can stack with multiple food buffs, which means you could be having upwards of 450 plus stamina while eating all of these top tier foods. And I will say these foods are definitely pretty solid here. If you are running them and you are using them, they're great, but since you do have to do a bunch of simple missions and then rely on RNG to drop them in the first place and then farm them if you want more of them without doing more simple missions, they're gonna be pretty time consuming to get, at least right now. Hopefully they will add some other way for you to get these, as I think what they're planning on doing is adding these into the next big DLC they're going to have, but right now it just seems like we're only gonna be able to get these through simple missions. Now, really quick, they do have some other cooking recipes such as in the fireplace and in the drying rack, but these recipes are pretty lackluster, and if you're taking the time to grind these out, I would highly recommend that you just go ahead and you craft them into the highest tier version of cooking that you possibly can. So if you can use that biofuel stove, you definitely should use it, because that's what's going to go ahead and get you that bang for your buck. Now, outside of that, we do have some more news with the Galileo update. They are continuing to progress on it as they are every week, and it seems like they're now moving on to testing out their fishing mechanics more and really focusing in on that, as they've kind of started to finish up the other parts of the update. So hopefully we'll be getting this sooner than expected in the next month or so, but there is no way to know 100% for sure until the devs give us an official release date. Nonetheless, I'm still excited for Galileo, as it will bring new and interesting things that we can engage with within the game, and that should be related to core mechanics. But I'm just curious as to what you guys actually think about this update, since personally, I think it's a bit lackluster, but hey, it's something new and that's nice to have nonetheless. Either way, I want to give a big shout out to our Platinum and Above channel members, which currently include Jonathan S., Caustic FPV, Gerald89, Jim Phillips, and AC Blackbird. Thank you all so much for supporting our channel, and thank you for just watching this video. I'm Game Advisor, and I'll see you on the next one.